Another dark log from the diary of a griever named John Weaver, which is me. Alright, it's coming up on the 13th, shortly, December 2025. It's about a few seconds before 11 o'clock at night. And I'm still maintaining vigil on my mama. She was fussing a while ago. Had to make sure she was breathing alright. Her coughing gets to me, alerts me that things going. You know, at this time, there is no emergency vehicle ready for transport to an emergency vet. The nearest one's about 20 miles away in Lancaster. The vet we have only opens to certain during hours of the daytime of the week, but that's about it. And if I'm lucky enough, I'll get a dialer at transport Tuesday morning. But weekends I always hate. Usually complications happen during the weekend, and pray she would live all the way through it. It's just the things I have to go through as a caregiver for my dog. And it's one thing doing it 24/7 and closed. You know, I am entitled to get outside and take care of a few things, right? You know, check the mail, take care of the garbage, get groceries whenever I can from DoorDash. But that's about it. I hadn't taken her out for a walk. Still got to think she's got enough strength in her legs left, but she's still got the will for it. I'll tell you that much. And she keeps whining for me. And then she'll rest comfortably on my arm and then sleep. I can make a joke about circulation to my right arm, but not about to. Is it time? I'm living on borrowed time with her. That's the thing, taking care of a dog. We want to do what's best for the dog by not making the dog suffering. Yeah, she's fighting. And also she doesn't want to fight. But she doesn't want to. And at a time she does. I'm not quite sure if she's going to be living to see New Year's, so. And they come that time, and the final transport comes before New Year's. A long time ago, my brother and I had a footstool for a dog. Oh, I just remember what the hell Buddy was called. Long, brown, mane like a lion. We cut him just right. It looked like he had a mane on his face. Fierce. Playful. Guard dog at times. Just don't get him on his bad side. It'd give you a warning snap. You'd feel it. I'm trying to remember what breed he is. If I can find his pictures, post them. And my brother too. Called him a footstool because when we saw him over the vet, actually I had an animal shuttle a long time ago. He was hairy all over and looked like a walking, talking footstool from cartoon Beauty and the Beast. That reminded me of him. Several years later, we're kind of getting things together for New Year's, and we usually leave our tree up and through December. and maybe about a week into January. It was the first week of January. In fact, I think it was January 2nd. They tripped over some power cords lighting and kind of twisted his joint out of socket. There was no way in hell we could have put it back in. That surgery. Nor could we leave him in pain. That was a hard time for us. We didn't have the money to take care of him properly. You know, when a human kind of pops out his shoulder, socket in here. Doctors will find a way to pop it back in. Can't do that to an animal, though. Expect them to deal with the pain afterwards? Nope. I could sound cold and callous saying, well, we just put him under. It was always a hard thing for us to have pets realizing that they had a short lifespan. From several years to maybe 10, 15 if we're lucky enough. Maybe 20. Smaller the dog, the longer the lifetime, but the harder it was for the goodbye. And I lost count how many dogs and lost the names and breeds in my head. Somewhere in my digital pictures, I've got pictures of long ago of animals I've lost. It never makes it easier, I'll tell you that much. Currently, I've got about 5-6 boxes in a cabinet, not including my brother and my mother. The animals we put under the last 20, 30 years. And each pet, each family member was extremely important. I hadn't had one died before Christmas, so after Christmas, yeah, maybe New Year's. I'm trying to remember what the hell Buddy was. Oh, I'd probably remember it right after the video. But I can know what I know what he looks like. I can post that. It's not easy dealing with. Not easy being with a caregiver of a dog or a pet. Some nights you're really strained to the max. I know I am. My body, my brain scream for sleep. And yet, as much as I want to give up, I don't give up on them. I don't give up on them. Don't look at me so damn noble. There are times I'm arguing with my dog. Much as she wants attention at the middle of the night, and I want to go to sleep in the middle of the night, my brain and my body are saying, we want to sleep. Sometimes that dog of mine will show a lot of stubbornness and tenacity. Tell me otherwise. She wants to play, so she'll whine and moan and do a game on me. And then she'll be wanting to run around, go out in the living room or the darkened hallway a little bit and turn around and spin around and keep yelling for me. If she don't get my attention enough, she'll go to the highest level she can. She'll do a loud yap at me. And then she'll just stand there quietly, wait for me to pick her up. She's got a game on me. That's going to be that time when the games are no longer working for her. That's what I'm really worried about. past several months. I felt it's been building up to that point, and it's still knocking me for an ass, knocking me for a loop at this point. I'll tell you one thing, if I wanted to keep up with the holiday pretenses of decorations left and right, I'm having a hard time doing that because I'm worried more about my dog than I am worried about putting stuff up or having the lights on or wearing silly outfits. Because right now, it's all show, it's all pretense, it's all facade. My dog's important. And it makes it harder for celebrating this holiday season. When she lived long enough, and even after that, will I be able to celebrate the holiday season without her next year? But she's sleeping right now comfortably. She's snoring up a storm. I'll take that as a good sign just for tonight. I can give you a picture of what the damn dog from Buddy looked like, but I can't get the damn breed in my head. I used to know it offhand. For my dog, she's a Chihuahua. She's part Dachshund, part Chihuahua. We got her, she was barely a year old and was a mother. The day we got her, the day she gave birth to a kid, we weaned her for about 8 weeks and we had to get rid of her. The place we were living at allowed 3 dogs and got 4. So instead of calling her little girl, we called her Mamas. And she responded to it, but she also responded to little girl. Whatever we were calling, she was happy with it. That's why I do a lot of names on this dog. She's just happy to be with a home and a family that's not torturing her ass. We were told by the original owners that kids would pull on her a lot and wrestle with her a lot rougher. She couldn't deal with any kids. She could deal with the adults, but she couldn't deal with the kids. She's still like that. I don't blame her. See how it goes for the rest of the month. We'll see how she goes for the rest of the night. Or for the next few hours. That being said,